So, we're getting into it. It is actually a game. Let's work our way through. No, TSAC is playing. So, he's standing there for Baytham. No Baytham tonight. It's going to be Roma instead. Makes sense, actually, why that would have occurred. And let's see. We're talking about the Greek god himself as he holds this aggressive angle. Let's see what he can actually do. They start to front the way through TSAC with one, but the fast trade back from Fasher. More like fast.
It's going to be at least a 1-for-1 trade, but a little bit more now. Slicky in caught with USB trying to land some shots, but it's a little bit awkward as he stands there. Knife out, ran out of ammo as Robin's going to fly in from CT, trying to tap on forward. Will connect at least one. Well, that's the bare minimum. Pits it with 3 versus 3. With Sweet, it's just going to annihilate the head of Kita. Moving this one into a bit of a tough one now for the CT side. They're playing all from CT. They have to come in with that bomb and will cross on through. Well, Red Snake just going to dismantle the head of Robin.
Oh, nicely done. He will find that opening frag. You can see Roma as well trying to fire back here as he pushes one towards the bomb site. But Red Snake is looking on point right now. Nice little 2K coming out. Things as well, right? Red Snake hasn't actually been playing CS that much. He's really not been touching the game too much recently. I think he's been focusing on just general real life stuff. He sort of took a departure, I think, you know, at least like a season ago in sort of the terms of UKCS. So now coming back into it off the back of not having that many hours on the game. When we saw him last week as well, he's been looking crisp, which is, it's cool to see Red Snake actually, you know, bringing a lot to the table.
You don't lose a lot when you take a breakaway aside from that kind of... I had a word there and it's all gone, but the ability to aim, you still keep all the knowledge, you still keep all of the strategy that you've learned over time. So as long as you've been keen in terms of the DM over the last couple of days and use this time to find you not everything. We are pick up Kita, so a nice little start with big pistols. Also make some money with the SMG at least.
Yeah, flooding his way towards the bomb site is just going to spam down, finds the frag on towards Roma, leaving TSAC and Robin. Deagle duo. But can they land the shots? Will they achieve anything here? At least maybe try and force out a couple of rebuys on exceL, stump the growth of their economy slightly, but I don't know, at this point, you wouldn't imagine so.
Yeah, it's kind of early days though. We can just look at exceL and go, okay, enjoy the 3-0. That's pretty much what you're going to find. That first buy round is everything for Fish. That's where we get to see a real test, the real opposition, and whether or not we are going to see an exceL side who are well lit. Because I want to know, is it really truly going to be that pug style? Are we just going to be seeing calls from everyone pretty much across the board with, yeah, a central leader, but everyone kind of going in, guys, maybe we should do this round, or are we looking at some actual structured CSGO?
Honestly, I don't know. Oh, Jess is obviously in the lineup as well, by the way. I forgot to mention Jess, obviously, from the previous exceL lineup. He's still stuck around, still playing with them. Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do with it, because this is the thing. Are they just going to try and just play it sort of pug style, more of a mixy sort of kind of free, happy sort of vibe, or are they going to try and have some structure here? Because obviously, in the past, Muya, in those sort of environments where he's able to just do what he wants, performs a lot better, because he'll just run and do his own thing, he doesn't really care, and you can see some of that coming into effect. Up against Fish as well, to be honest with you, if you just play mix versus mix with that sort of environment, they probably would have a better chance of actually shutting it down. Smooth bounces towards the bomb site, gets an opening 2 kills as well. Mole's going to find one good, you know, that's with the SMG, gets himself a bit of cash to play with. Hopefully they can find a couple more frags with SMGs and then close out this round.
Kita going to be doing some damage with the USB and that at least net themselves one for their troubles, but a pick with the USB really doesn't change anything at all. At least try and just do a little bit more damage, perhaps try and find that secondary kill. That's a big ask. Red Snake to get somewhat caught off guard, but still secures it with the SMG. Time to readjust of course as Roma will at least find the punishment.
Yep, nicely done. Mole as well getting 2 kills with that SMG there. You can see that's 7k in a bank. Smooya is going to go for the buy as well. Everyone going to be grabbing these weapons. This is where things get important. Obviously the AWP comes out where he's at his finest. Obviously Apex Predator comes in trying to hit you with the RKO.
Yeah, for sure. Certainly an interesting one to see. Crafty little camera angles as well coming in from good old Kelly, loving it. Front page of Reddit, of course, he needs to demonstrate that observing. Next level stuff.
Foreign's absolutely hating.
Yeah, big guy. TSAC. Didn't really pick up one towards Molo, so a nice early start for the CT side.
Now then, off the back of that opening kill, things are looking fairly good so far for Fish actually. You slow them down a little bit, you get into a better position. Sliggy as well has the drop on him, can come out. Gets the opening frag on towards Jess, but Smooya with the instant trade back. Ooh, nearly collects him towards Kita as well. Kita is able to get out of there. You can see him actually just taking the aggression, going for the hunt, trying to find that frag, but will be punished because of this overzealousness. Fish123 should be able to close this round down at this point. You have Red Snake left with the bomb. Fasher is miles out of position over towards the A bomb site. Luckily, TSAC isn't going to spot him out, so they can go for the slow approach towards A, possibly get the bomb planted. TSAC and Fasher have a chance, but it's slim, and Roma goes for the short peek as well and shuts them down.
And a bit by bit dismantlement from the CT side is enough to really pull them on through. Because in the early days of this matchup, they splice a knife right into the chest of exceL. But one thing they do have is money. It's very kind of spread amongst the ranks. You've got high amounts across 2 players and then fairly low amounts on everyone else, but it's enough. And that's what counts. They get themselves 4 rifles up and an AWP. Interesting to see Smooya on just a clock. But let's see what they can at least achieve with it. Looking for an early pick down towards mid. Just actually taking the AWP over Smooya, which is an interesting decision in itself. Well, either way, Fish will look to push on full. Will look to apply points to each and every part of Fish to make sure that they can find those early on picks.
Yeah, this is the thing as well. I'd say Jess is probably the best rifler on the side of exceL. So obviously he's done the AWP into this round. Smooya didn't want it, I guess. He had the better spawn, tried to go for the mid pick. Isn't going to find anything from it. Off the back of that, they are going to go for the counter boost here. So that'll be Red Snake going up. They have some utility to work with. They could try flash him in, but he is just going to walk through. Oh, they don't know about the positional play of Robin. As soon as that smoke dissipates, Red Snake dies. You get yourself an advantage into the round even further.
Tick tick hit the clock and the smoke will fade. Find the first one towards Red Snake. Sliggy takes down Thatcher, but more. The insurance policy for exceL to make it contestable. They find themselves the final trade kill required to get themselves an entry point. A segue. Up towards the safe site, a flip through a smoke though from T-Sack is enough to really take down Jesp, and it's a whole lot of talent now to be lost. With Mole, the last man standing, a 1 versus 3, a bomb plant to be gained. But does that change anything? Well, sure, it puts him into an after-plant spot, but one that's extremely red. To the CT side, allowing Keita just to swing out wide, take him down with the M4. Another round onto the Fish side of things.
Yeah, good play from Fish there on the retake. Did very effective at working their way back into the site. They can scavenge that weapon as well. You can see Keita going to grab the AWP. It's pretty good. Get that second round on the board. exceL as well now. Ideally shouldn't have that much money in the bank. Yeah, looking at like 3k. So they're going to have to sort of skimp out a little bit. Try and get what they can. They can buy those AKs out on one player. That'll be Molt. The rest of them are the Tech 9s. They have utility though. This is the good factor. At least you've got that redeeming factor in the utility. You can go for that mid-window smoke there, I believe. They're then going to try and once again gain mid-control, work their way through. Potentially go for a late round short peek. Short push even. Go for the pincer towards that B-bomb side.
Going to be peek coming out towards Weird as well. It's looking to see if Robin can do some damage earlier on. Of course, wants to be very, very cautious about underpass. A point of Mirage that we consistently see contested, especially with these close range pistols, right? Those Tech 9s really can plow on through and catch someone off guard if they're not playing themselves appropriately in towards window. Flash is going to get thrown down, but Robin, he's backed off. He's realizing, okay, this could happen, so I'm going to watch towards short and be a bit of a multi-talented man. He's got 2 angles on with it.
Yeah, going for the spam there. Trying to connect onto anything. Unfortunately, it doesn't really go too well. While Keita just holds, goes for the first face. Will claim 1, but Smooya trades back very quickly. T-Sack, though. Oh, that is absolutely damaging. Takes down Smooya. Great play. Leaving it now on Roma to defend the site. See, officially comes in with 1. The follow-up, though, isn't going to go his way. Red Snake can punish him. Slays him in the Tech 9. Leaving them in a 3 versus 2. This round, looking like there is actually potential to be picked up by the exceL side. Obviously, with these measly pistols, they are doing the work.
Very, very doable, but everything comes down to a precise play from exceL. These pistols caught out of position even once, and it's all over. It's all crushed. It's all reliant on staying alive. They can't play 1 versus 3 here. They need to play 2 versus 3 together. Jeff's going to find 1. Sliggy is going to respond. Now Red Snake has a little bit more time to work with, can push on forward around this pillar, takes down another for his troubles, looking for the final crack required. Sliggy going to waltz into his crosshair, and Red Snake going to pull on through exceL. They get themselves around.
Wow, there you have it. Quickly done. As they work their way back into that. I mean, a round that shouldn't have gone that way. Didn't really have too much of a stake into it, but exceL are able to bounce back and lock it down, so they're looking good on form. Forces Fish123 to go into this awkward semi-buy as well, where you have, sure, you've got 2 EMPs that have armor pen, you have that M4, the AWP over on Robin, but restricted utility on 2 of your players as well. It's going to be kind of hard, especially if exceL just play their game, play to their strength, play a little bit slower. Mole doesn't have a rifle, so he'll be the frontline infantry here. Doesn't really matter if Mole gets taken down. They could then go for the late execute into the B site.
Waiting to see if this quick burst is going to come out from exceL, or if they are going to try and slow things down. I hope it isn't just a 1 big push, because if they do go for that without throwing their flashes correctly, and even if they do, CSI can just move around the place. They have so much mobility that they can just find these picks, and that's what we're seeing formulating now. Already 2 being connected. This is a disastrous idea from exceL. I have no idea what they were trying to aim for, because with a sprouting push like that out towards B, it's easy for Fish just to dance around the place, get themselves a few here and there, and just a tango that exceL just can't keep up with.
Yeah, really awkward there. Just went for the burst out, trying to take the aggression. Fish should pick up this round very easily now. You do have Jess there standing, so he's just going to try and do what he can. Obviously, AK in hand. This man is crisp when it comes to dispatching your opponents, but still, he really shouldn't do too much.
Peek around the place, seeing if a couple bullets will stray into the opposition. Oh, hey ho, they'll find one. They've got a second. Rumor Akita will fall. But this Robin fee surely shouldn't be allowed anything else, and Robin, in fact, is going to put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, good damage though. It's going to force out rebuys, and the economy of Fish was already weak. So you keep it low. You don't let it balloon out of control. You keep it in check. Nicely done. Obviously, this is only downside as exceL off the back of that forced back into this very awkward round, as you are left with just these measly buys. Your arsenal is just a couple of pistols spread thin, essentially a deco and a Tech 9. And you have that restricted utility as well, but you want to try and use it. You have bought it up, so go for that smoke take towards the bomb site, flashbang out. Go for the pincer play late round through mid as well. You can see him just setting up there. So he'll come and go for the backstab, and then his teammates will execute out towards the bomb site. Mole leads the charge, trying to hammer down. Will find one towards Sliggy, but can his teammates defend?
Still very mobile in his approach yet again. That's the big buzzword right now of this matchup. Pops them out, knows there are 3 players going for this push. Roma has to come into position now from jungle, just with the deagle straight on towards D-Sack. But bit by bit, they're gaining ground. This is good for them. Roma, still the insurance policy, finds himself just another. The deagle's still looking for that chest shot. Now Robin gets to play a bit more into this one from CT. Waits, holds the gap, takes down Red Snake. The deagle and Fash are doing some work, but Robin gonna find just another one towards Jesp to make this one almost seemingly done and dusted. As Fasher with the deagle, surely he can't find anything else here.
No, definitely not. Should be punished if he goes to the peak. You can see him just edging out here, trying to hedge his bets, see if they will go for any pot shots, and be aware of their positions. Give him the openers to actually find those frags. Sneaking his way towards the bomb site, though, is going to be Robin. Has the angle on lockdown. Simple rail shot, and can kill him.
The thing about the way these rounds have unfolded is that neither of these teams have been able to build up any money. You kind of do look towards Fish a little bit and go, okay, yeah, they've got $2,000. Give or take some in the bank, but that's very sparse on some players, and they've had to actually reinvest some of that even into this round to top off their utility. T-Sack, in fact, opting not to buy utility in this one because he can't. It's very awkward stuff for both of these teams. Robin and T-Sack starting off strong in this one. They dismantle exceL on the TK round. Molotov's even further to burn away up towards B. That means exceL go, boys, this B site ain't no option for us.
Yeah, this is the thing as well. This is great for Fish. This is what they need. They can't afford to lose these weapons. As you're saying, economy is weak. It's not a great situation to be in. They have to try and get whatever they can. Stop being forced into these rebuys. Just try and pick them off here. If they have a flawless round at this point, they start to get a little bit of a bubble. Things will be a little bit easier for them.
For sure. It's all about longevity as well for Fish, right? You want to see them not just be stuck on 4. They want to build up into this, get themselves 7 or even 8 on this CT side. Fasher is going to pick off at least one final head of Roma. Oh, they're making so much money. The triple kill, almost certainly worthwhile with that UMP. Picks up an M4 as well. That's just winner, chicken dinner.
Yeah, really well played there. Obviously, he's going to close that one out. Not too much of a hard task. They didn't have the best arsenal. They weren't really equipped to deal with it. And you can see exceL finally have money once again though. The AKs will come out. Don't have the money to get the AWP buyer. Can't splash the cash to get Smuya back on the weapon that he was damaging with though. So there will be no flamboyant openers going that way.
Yeah, certainly it's something to be a loss. And of course, another flip side to that is the early damage that's being done by Fish and their utility uses. Look at that frag grenade dropping just down to 66 HP. If they can keep that up, that's early value for them. Making every little dollar, every little cent count. Best into these rounds. Red Snake flying with the idea of going a little bit further on this push, but smoke there to act as the perfect divide for both of these teams. I mean, it's still BAP's control for the most part, relatively off limits.
Forced to back out now. Need to work their way round, relink up with the rest of their teammates. The slow approaching towards the B bomb site, going for this contact style, just trying to bait out the face, hoping that something will happen. There is no rotate as well, so there's still only the 2 players towards the B bomb site. Off the back of them giving out some information, just going for the pot shots, hoping to draw something.
Need to find something here. As you mentioned, 5 versus 5, 45 seconds left, a bit of a rare occurrence. Oh, Smuya going to open up around, hitting it with not only 1, but a potential for a second. He's going to find the trade, Jess especially looking to go double or nothing for this T-side as he finds the head in return, so a nice little trading effect. Well, what's going to take place? T-Sack so aggressive so quickly. A very confident play, a very quick play that could go wrong. But the CP side dropped the hammer. And cracks coming all across the board, leaving just Jess now put it all in a clutch.
Yep. Jess really holding this angle, trying to do whatever he can, but the flashbang comes through. Robin will take him down at 6 rounds now. Quickly grabbed for Fish123. Looking good. You can see the effects as well. Once again, exceL off the back of the reset. They don't really have much money to play with. They're just going to have to go with whatever they can. Skimp their way through. Basically just a deco coming out. Yeah, really isn't going to be amazing.
Yeah, tough stuff to work with. The Eagles looking for a stray bullet here. Robin already going to find one just as that smoke will formulate. Doesn't really change anything all the way there. At this point, just to keep on standing, right? He knows that there's always certainly going to be a few players there. They're actually shooting at him. Plays off the back of the tracers, connects a second on towards Mole. It's easy stuff for him at this point. So much impact. A jump shot with the AWP, I mean, why not? Clearly trying to follow. It's not desperation.
Taking on Jesp as well now. There's going to be the frag from Sliggy. So it is just left on Smear. Trapped towards mid, Deagle in hand. Ideally, if Fish make their way through this without any casualties, no forced rebuys, they're going to be in a very good spot as they go in towards the late game. Well, Smear really pushing through. Scan for these Deagle shots, hoping to connect something, but struggling at this point. They know he's trapped there, so they're just going to slowly work on bringing him down, eliminate his sustain, and finish him off.
7-4 now. Looking very, very healthy for the CT side. Rifles, AWPs, everything they need to really cement themselves in this matchup. Meanwhile, exceL starting to have to realize, okay, this is close and contested, but we don't want to let them slip away. A difference like this, easy to bring back, but once you start to see Fish get themselves onto away, even 9, that half starts to widen, starts to lose a lot of value for this T side. So they're going to realize this now, makes this round all the more important. There's already going to be a point of contention. Robin with the AWP, but has to flick again on towards Smear. Robin, so good in mid right now.
Yeah, Red Snake on the approach towards the B1 site. Roma is going to try and hold them back. See that Molotov going through, draws him out of position as Red Snake just waits it out, grouping up with the rest of his teammates. And then surely they'll be going for this late round burst through. Jess will keep them busy towards mid as well. Key is there to try and be the man to find the frag as the slow approach comes in, tiptoeing around the smoke. But look, it's an elaborate ruse. They have started to back off. It would just be Red Snake, but it doesn't matter. Robin finds the frag anyway. Headshot comes through. They have to scurry to grab the bomb now. 52 seconds left on the clock by the time they should grab it.
A double up as well on towards this A site means that any push that does eventually take place is going to be very, very easy to stunt. And Slicky is going to secure the trade and throw down a bit of a reflex flash towards ramp. Slicky okay, just throw one at yourself, why not? 40 seconds on the clock though, this still should almost certainly be wiped aside by the CTs as a 4 versus 2. AWP in play on Jesp, well, that relies on just slow walking transition. It's almost just impossible to do. Fasher is going to fall, leaving just Jesp now. So many longer range duels, so much time. That 20 seconds, well, it's not what he needed, it's not what he was hoping for.
Yeah, that is really not too fantastic. Jesp now trapped in 1 versus 4 as they're just pushing into him. Sliggy will finish him off, spams him down with the AK, so that is going to be fairly easy for the side of Fish, obviously working their way through that. And now exceL, as they're left at this point. Still, once again, it's the economy game, they're just getting broken. They're not being able to do anything because they just don't have any money. Every time they have money, they just get shut down instantly. It comes to these close clutch rounds where Fish lock them out. exceL's T-side just looking lackluster.
I mean, rough stuff. T-side lackluster. A bit of a theme developing tonight. Hopefully, though, for exceL it isn't as too tough of problems we've seen in the past. Easily improved. Tech 9's all utility. We could be seeing a nice quick execute perhaps out towards B, a flash here and there, or a bit of a fake play actually, which is what we're going to be seeing. As 2 of these players will look to throw out that utility, get those Molotovs down, get the smokes down, force a rotate, which is actually working out. Look at Robin with that AWP, gets himself further back in towards window. But doesn't change too much.
Yep, the push coming through now. The Molotov will go in towards window. You can see Robin as well, trying to scope through that. Focusing on short, seeing if anyone is going to slip in undetected. Smear, meanwhile, looking up the rest of the teammates. Seems like they want to go for the overwhelming play. Try and barrage your way out through connector. Overpower Sliggy. Trapped in the close angle with the AWP. Isn't going to be the most effective weapon at close range. They have been able to slip out now as well. Everyone blind. Smear finds the frag, grabs the AWP as well. Back in his home territory. You can see Smear, Jess even on that nice angle, was able to find the frag on towards Keita. Smear flies back with a quick flick towards Robin, leaving just 2 members left alive now.
Smear just running wild with the AWP. Really kind of raises the question to me of what have we seen with it earlier on. Still very curious on why the decision was left to throw it out of his hands. Hopefully he keeps it this time around. It's 8-5, still very repairable situation. exceL, you can almost certainly play for 8-7. It's not, you know, impossible for them. It's not off limits, and even a 6th round like that is certainly on the card. Close and competitive is the name of the series, but Fish bring a double AWP into play yet again. Sliggy and Robin, the two men to try and hit that one up as a Molotov is really thrown down. Early aggression being a big point of mid right now for both of these teams. But Roma with the rifle doesn't have to find that first one.
Smart from Roma there. You go for the push, you have to back up your teammate as well, just going for the shot from window. If you get the first frag, you get traded offshore. You've got a lot of information off the back of that as well. Though. You can see their hand's been reacted as well. They're going to be regrouping up now towards top mid, moving off the B bomb site, relinking towards mid as well. There are 2 players left towards that B bomb site, 2 towards A. Just trying that CC setup, just holding their ground, waiting for the push to come through from exceL. An information play from TSAC as well. He isn't really going to find anything. Has to go all the way around. If he finds a bomb plant though towards top mid, that could be damaging.
You're going to have to wait to see how this one is going to unfold. TSAC still ready and waiting. Just pop out of the closet and say hi, guys. Thought I'd let you know that I'm still here lurking in the shadows. Well, thankfully, it isn't going to come just yet. It's going to be him having to play the flanker role, as Robin needs to be the cement over on towards the 6 and finds one with the AWP. Looking for a quick second, does it on towards short. How can he find a third? Yes, he can. A triple kill coming in from Robin. Smooya just in a 1 versus 4. What a way to move the entire team around from Robin with the wallbang as well. Takes him down. A pitch-perfect round as Robin picks up a quadra kill in that 14th round.
Yeah, absolutely huge there. So needed as well. That's the difference maker. And from that, we could see them potentially going in, grabbing that 10-5 scoreline. Fantastic TC half. They've done well. A good result. Coming into T half, as long as they pick up the pistol, they're going to be in such a good spot to actually try and close this game out. exceL, on the other hand, they need to try and work their way through and actually do something though. If you have those free rifles to work with, you've got the AWP as well there in play. Smooya knows how to use that weapon. Aggression galore will eliminate Robin, and that is a huge opening frag.
There's certainly a bit more putting an end to Robin's reign of terror, something like 26-9 or something stupid right now. Very big scoreline coming in from him. TSAC going to pick off Red Snake as well. Nice little way to trade things back. Mole searching with his Deagle on. They'll find it. Body shot on towards Shaq is enough to do enough damage. This Licky can pop one off, but can't quite find it through the edge of that ticket move there. It's already enough damage to keep that onto the site. Smooya just ready and waiting, patient, being so virtuous towards him. He's able to punish it over and over again.
Trying to achieve whatever they can here. A little bit awkward, this confrontation, leaving them in a 2 versus 4. Make that a 1 versus 4 now. Trying the left. The dink instantly, and he is dead before he even started at that point. 9-6 with the score. exceL close out that final round in good fashion. Moving into the second half, though, this is where things get interesting. Fish, how are they going to play on their T half? You know, once again, are we going to see these lackluster T halves, or will they step it up, really bring their A game here on their T half of Mirage, start to lock things down early? If they get the pistol, that's going to be the game changer.
For sure, and just to highlight, I don't know why I had an extra 10 to it, but there still is a very impressive score, 19-4-7 for Robin, which is what we originally were hinting at, but that's still very, very credible in just 1.5. Really proving that he's the anchor man to step up for the Fish lineup right now. USBs are plenty. Quick charge coming out from this B-side. Mole just tapping on forward. Finds himself a bit of damage, but that's nothing. The one tap of it is certainly something that Sliggy going to respond with it. Oh, nice little trade back. Punches on forward. Shaq will be there as well with the trade even further abroad. He's just running out of stamina in this fist fight.
Yeah, this isn't looking good. Left on 3 versus 3. Sure, they're going to go for the boost over, see what they can actually achieve. Mole with the one elevated, but he's not enlightened as he was trying to go for these frags. Now, holding out with their ground actually, just going to be holding off. I thought they were going to try and reposition at this point. Time's ticking away. The bomb is down in such a great location as well. It's going to be ridiculously hard to really find this retake as they slow approach the site, peeking. Getting taken down by Robin as he gets the first frag. Sliggy as well is second of the round, and Robin will claim another one. Beautiful work done, and they close it out.
It's a perfect start for Fish, right? They couldn't ask for anything better. It's that same old 10-6 standpoint now for them. And this is where they get to sink their teeth into exceL and go, okay, you're ours to play with now. We are the ones in command. exceL can respond. 2 quick scouts. Some pistols there to mop up as well. The idea here is use those scouts to get those early damage tags and allow the pistols to come into the fray and really mop things up with that damage in response. Especially something like the CZ. So powerful in close range.
Yep, if you can try and get that early damage out. Obviously, it's a ridiculous amount of damage dispatched from the scout of the first initial tag. and you can finish them off very easily. Let's see if that is going to come into effect though. They try and take their approach towards short. Fish just barraging their way in. Heavy aggression towards that B-bomb site. Should get the opener, will do so. That is going to be Mole hitting the deck. Robin with a follow-up as well on towards Red Snake. It's looking very awkward so far for exceL, and it just gets worse as T-Sac punishes Fasher. Those two pistols, the last thing left standing now, is going to be Jess and Smooya. You know, they've got armor, they might as well just save.
There's value in them actually saving. Head armor as well really is so much money on the line in comparison to what is just gain an SMG or something random. Smooya being knocked down to 20 HP, pretty much probably going to die here. It's very unlikely that he'll get away unscathed, and that's going to be the case. Slicky's just going to make money off him. So it's a bit of a farm team almost now, as these UMPs just mop them up. Awkward stuff, that has to be said. Jess going to have to try and run away in towards CT and hope that no one is going to catch him off guard. Through the gap in window, right through that vent. Looking like it is going to take hold, but if he pushes this, then he'll take place. But realizes that there's a rifle there, firing on forward. He's just going to wait.
So obviously, working their way through that one. He's going to be going their way. The buyers will be coming in. Let's see what they decide to go for here as well. Interesting. Obviously, two players there with just those pistols. exceL, they have that one UMP that was saved, as they're going to be holding this out. Aggression once again towards B. They'll be slowing down there, going for more of a contact style, you would imagine. Try and take that control. Mid-control, it's heavily fought for by exceL. They're investing so much into it, they've basically opened a welcome out up towards the bomb site. The players are now aware of this on Fish. All they have to do is hold these angles and just pick them off as they enter.
Really simple stuff. The Tech-9 is beginning to really run wild, letting it rip up that trigger. She's going to consistently spam over and over again as Jess is at least going to find a trade and make himself some money with the UMP, but economics aren't everything around. When on the other hand is the flip side here. The Smooya with the CZ close range. We talked about its price. There it is, a headshot for him on towards Kita. But the bomb is going to continue to tick. If they want to try and contest this, they've got to go fast, because they have no kit. The timing is everything here.
Roma on the site, trying to reposition, roaming around. Will find the fragment towards Fasher. You can see the follow-up as well on Smooya. They have actually closed it out. Obviously, they're just holding for exits at this point, hoping they can get sent. The TT's trying to exit the site so they don't take any damage, but they're not going to get overzealous. They're smart. They don't overextend further than they need to, so they're not going to get picked off and lose these weapons.
Happy days for Fish now. They get themselves their economy, for the most part, keeping itself pretty clean. They are going to have to rebuy, unfortunately. Something exceL have been able to force over and over again. Very standard stuff from them, and I do like that part. But at the end of the day, the rounds that have been chained together really aid Fish now. Is that economy built up 12-6? It's really are starting to look at exceL's last legs.
Yeah, exceL struggling, it does seem. Definitely seen better days at this point. But let's see how this round goes. Aggression towards mid. They've got those two players stacked up in Whore House now. If this is going to be the A onslaught that it seems like it will be from Fish, they have a quick rotate. They have a way to get to the site to dispatch the opposition very quickly. The entry comes in though, and T-Sac does a great job getting there to frag. Jess fires back, huge connect as well. Eliminates T-Sac and also did a fair bit of damage on towards Roma, softening him up. Trying to remove that sustain to make it easier into the late round. 4 versus 4 now. Oh, the peak from Roma as well. Could be huge. Goes to the control towards TT. Smoke goes down, playing it smart.
It doesn't want to directly face into Smooya. It needs to have him walk into his crosshair. That's where he's aided. And that's what he's doing. Really reading the situation quite well. Drops down a flash as well. Timing here could be so beautiful. But Smooya, well, blind, it doesn't even matter. Use the flash to his advantage. Red Snake gonna find another headshot on towards Sliggy. And bit by bit, exceL looking like they're here to fight. They collapse on towards the site. Kita gonna try and spray on forward, but that doesn't change anything. The fuse is gonna be told with Robin. Then how the man in a 1 versus 3 jumps out, tries to find the frag. But it isn't gonna happen. exceL, they stick that defuse. They get themselves the pick. 12-7. This is contestable.
Yeah, that was so close there. Robin obviously played it very well, went for the dive out, nearly found the frag, but unfortunately didn't go that way. That would have been such a different storyline if they were able to make this 13-6 off the back of that. Now though, 12-7 at this point, they have cash to work with. Definitely they've started to actually work out how Fish are playing these things. They're starting to shut them down a little bit. You can see them getting wind under their wings as well in terms of confidence. Smooya with the AWP in his hand is going to be the real difference factor.
For sure. Fasher going to be there as well to sit on top of this box, waiting for this push to formulate, realizes what's going on, clocks onto the situation wholeheartedly, now for him to jump on through. He's going to find one, a nice little trade, a healthy situation claimed by Robin. But how far can he go now as Molotov's landing right over towards stairs? Smooya, well, smoke's doing nothing to this now.
Yeah, absolutely outrageous though. Sounds that frag looking good. We'll bring them into a 4 versus 3, but the boost comes through with Robin. Does he have to drop on him over towards connector? If he can work through, potentially get flashed off the back of his teammates, go for the peak. It could be huge. Holding for the meantime though, waiting for them to make the first move. Peeking into this surely is going to spell defeat, as Jeff had the angle covered and you had Smoothie there as well. Now the push starts to come through on towards the bomb site. They all converge and Fish lose it.
12-8 now. We talked about the opportunity for exceL to really go in and contest. Well, doing pretty good for themselves. They get themselves 2 buy rounds. Now it should be a fairly more cut and dry third, right? You're looking at Fish and go, okay, now it's time to just sit back, go for a bit of a half buy in terms of Tech 9s, a bit of Kevlar here and there, but for the most part, they should be around back in the pocket of exceL. We should be seeing 12-9 here, which 12-9, 12-6, very, very different standpoint.
Yeah, it's true. Absolutely game changing in terms of what they can bring to the table. They need to get these rounds locked down. Slow approach towards B though. It seems like it might just be the contact B. Go for the flash over, charge your way in towards the bomb site. Hope you can get in. Molotov goes through, Nado go through as well to try and transfer damage. They're getting buzzed to the crisp and blown out the server. And yep, they're basically just entering the meat grinder right now. Oh, Smoother as well with a double kill. See ya.
Gonna be loving life after that one. And for exceL at this point, it's about getting themselves feeling it. They want to start to realise, okay, we've got players who can frag now. We've got players who are able to play sensibly. Samir starting to step up, waking up with the ADP 21-14 for him now. So really starting to build up on the stat line in comparison to pretty much everyone else on his team. The only one remotely close would be Jess on 16-12. So you've got players waking up, and that's a good thing for the exceL lineup at 12-9. Another crucial round for them. This 20 seconds really dictates the comeback of just a quick fluke of a few. There's already aggression back towards mid. The age over Turk. Red Snake as well over towards Naps as well, waltzing on forward, but I'm sure the jig is up here.
Oh, unfortunately though, peeking in will be punished by Roma. Keita does get taken down by Molt, leaving it in a 4 versus 4 at the very least. Molt on that site, trying to push his way in. His teammate, Smia, is looking a little bit unhealthy. Very low. Could be picked off fairly quickly, but it doesn't really affect you too much when you have that AWP in your hand.
Clock is going to begin to wind on down. Still a lot of time though for Fish to work with, and that's going to be a plus side for them. Just about a minute on the clock, and that really gives them the opportunity to play with their options, right? To see, okay, let's have a prod. What works for us? What map control? What information can we all roll into this package now for us? There's still just another really important round for them. exceL on the flip side just waiting, searching for a bit of a similar storyline. Big presence over on towards A. Very curious to see what can be done here. Right over towards Windows. It is going to be an early 1-point trade by Robin and Basher. T-Tech going to find himself the return. Jesp, so much pressure on his shoulders to find his pick.
Yes, ridiculously important. Has the angle covered, but the flashbang goes through, allowed them to actually brush past him. Jesp's essentially been made redundant now as they've got past that angle. Really going to be hard. Mole and Jesp on the retake. You do have some strong riflers coming their way in to try and lock this down, but Fish, they're in good positions. Like,
they're not only in good positions, they're in good tradable positions. You know, we're talking about ramp there. If they push ramp, they'll find themselves one. It'll pit them into what? 2 versus 1. If not, then you'll see just CT peek on out. Literally, it's just a bait at this point. They're saying, okay, they're guaranteed to check ramp. That's the first thing they're going to check. They're all looking towards ramp. And when that takes place, CT are going to peek. It's going to be a bit awkward, but no, Jesp instead of friend down, but here's the bait. Should be done? No?
I think, yeah, there you go.
There we go. Just as expected, it is going to be done and dusted. The bait from CT. See what to do.
The hook. They've been reeled in. Got you, mate. Yeah. Yeah, true. He's reeled them in.
Yeah.
Cast that. That's a bass.
Times like that, or I really wish we do have that camera.
Or for the fishing cam.
Yeah, the fishing camera is good. You got the
Cheers,
the hand motions on point.
My form, yeah, I know. I've got good form at fishing.
Definitely working on it.
A lot of reeling people in. What's coming through though? Let's see what they can actually achieve. Aggression towards the bomb site early on. There will be a fight towards underpass. They do actually drop down, try and get the frag onto his Jesp. He's got out of there, takes a tag in the back of the leg, so limping his way home, but gets out there fairly unscathed.
Yeah, that's going to be a bit of a plus side. Fish still looking to make sure they can push off the back of this now. 13-9. So elevating themselves somewhat. Curious to see if Fish will just opt for fat executes now. That's something that has kind of worked out for them here and there, right? They've been able to just walk up onto... What are you doing? Just look around to my right and just look like you're in a bit of an aerobic session. Nice.
Stretching, mate. I'm getting ready for the action, for it to unfold. Is it all about to get... Oh, it's going to kick off, Flakes. It's going to happen. They push in. It doesn't happen. Fasha gets absolutely obliterated. Just let's fire back, though. Nice 2 kills on the board there. smooya, cheeky little angle, and will punish Liggy as he shakes him down. And it falls onto T-Sac and Robin now.
Absolute masterclass there, Jackie. Love it. As it is going to be that 2 versus 3. Bomb is going to find its way down over on towards these boxes. Is going to help if they do decide to try and bring it back in towards ramp, but Robin has a bit of a struggle here. He knows they've got 2 players in CD. They try to go aggressive in towards jungle. A nice read from him because he gets to punish Mole. Allowing T-Sec now to have a little bit more importance when it comes to him from Connect. Doesn't just make that position completely worthless. Logan's going to go down, but the play from jungle coming in. Robin is going to burn away. They're just 9 HP, but no one's there to take him down. Finally, Red Snake feet for now. But he's lost so much time off the back of doing that, so now he just sticks it. T-Sac from Connector, there's the importance. Pretty much seals this one out as smooya has to run directly at him, AWP in hand, whips out the pistol, wins the duel, but doesn't win the round.
Yeah, unfortunate. Good play from Fish. T-Sac closing it out. Smart play. And they are going to win that one. 14 rounds on the board now to the measly 9 of exceL. If they get another round, they are going to be at match point. But the economy isn't heavily in their favour.
It's the same thing for both of these teams that we said, what, 6 rounds in? And we can say the same thing now at the 24th round if we potentially come to our end, which is both of these teams are very, very strong, very evenly matched in terms of each round. Yes, the scoreline is 49, and that is quite a wide gap. But the actual rounds themselves, a lot of losses being taken.
Yeah, that's why both their economies have been so in check, because they simply go in most rounds at least 4 casualties for either side. It's, you know, they have been getting shut down. They haven't been able to boom out of control. They can't really flourish in the situation they're in. So, as they hold back right now, Mole going to go for the first peek. Will scope in. Doesn't find anything to start with, but it does spook them.
And sets them back a bit, changes the pace up to another just fairly slow round with eventual pop-off aggression. smooya certainly waiting towards round. That Max 7 connector as well is certainly a bit of a different one. Just, but he isn't really going to get an opportunity to use that. So, curious to see how he's going to kind of adopt to the situation of, okay, close range, I've been shot down. So now how do I readjust to make sure I can still have impact? Of course, meanwhile, T-Sac ready to face on out with his shoulder. Look for that first initial duel, be the man to make contact with the opposition. The smooya going to find it first, but no flashes to come out. That's very bad decision making coming out from this T-side.
They're going to be pushing their way towards the site. Fasha has this angle covered, rattling down. A flurry of bullets will find the fragment towards Robin, but there's a quick trade back from Sliggy. 3 versus 4. The UMPs, can they reign supreme? The smooya going in for the contact. Up will find Keita. Hungry for more as well. Elevated angle, another one. Follow-up fragment towards Roma. Single-handedly dispatching everyone on the site. Sliggy's the last man left standing, but he's not standing for long, as now he is laying down as Jeff eliminates him. Yeah, they've been absolutely broken in terms of their bank. It's not looking good. They're just going to go for an aggressive round, try and get it over with, get a bomb plant cool. If not, just try and do whatever you can. Flooding their way towards B. Keita will lead the charge. Team is close by to help him out as well if he slips in and can survey the area.
smooya looking with his AWP to really make sure he has a big impact in this round. Always looking for those frags, especially against these pistols. But with an AWP, it's always a bit of a risky one, and he's going to learn that lesson today as he's that kind of catch off guard. Red Snake overwhelmed. The aggression coming in from Fish. Now he's picked it up. He's using the AWP to his advantage. A rifle to go into the back pocket of Robin. If they can get this on towards Sliggy as well with that Tech 9, he's got Kevlar. This is winnable. It almost certainly is winnable now, but you just kind of add it in to be a rolling factor that's just looking worse and worse by the second. T-Sac AWPing the head of Fasha. Mole and Jesp, they're running away from this one. Fish on pistols, barely any Kevlar. Not doing anything with the Kevlar they had. Can they get around?
Yeah, Keita enters the site, gets information, they then work their way through. T-Sac does a great job of getting frags, Robin as well, and they lock it down off the back of those 2 players performing very well. You can see the confidence as well. They're taking the aggression. They're hunting for these 2 players in exceL. They know both sides' economy is weak. They want to try and break it.
15-10 now. It's a tough one. You kind of look towards the side of exceL and go, okay, what have you got up your sleeve next? What play can you bring to the table? It's one that is certainly backed by riches. They can get those drops coming in from both Mole and Jess. That's going to ensure that we do see our fair share of firepower from exceL. But they can't just go into this with the same mindset of, okay, we're just going to wait for their pushes and play off the back of that, because they got caught off guard by pistols in that last round. They've been caught in previous buy rounds as well. So we need to see something calculated from them, something smart, perhaps some short aggression, perhaps a play over towards ramp.
Yeah, that's the thing. They need to try and switch it up a little bit. They have to have some things in the works. It can't be the same old story every time. Could this be, though, where Fish actually closed the game out? Possibly. But exceL, off the back of the smoother opener, will definitely slow them down a little bit. T-Sac trying to go for the fast response on towards Red Snake there. Hoping that he can find a frag. Smoother as well, just going for these pot shots at mid. T-Sac is hungry for this. You can see the aggression on display. He finds the frag as well. Red Snake's hand is forced. Has to reposition at this point. Trying to do some damage. Can grab the AWP, you would imagine.
It seems like they've actually heard Red Snake out as well, which just makes things even tougher for him now, as he was originally planning on dropping down into window and then taking that fight, which is much more re-peekable than the short angle, where it was pretty much one and done. But now he's been locked out of that as well, so an odd predicament for exceL to kind of work their way out of. They have to go, okay, what's our actual game plan here? We've got players on sites, yes, but they're also all alone. We need to support them, we need to be with them, but we also need to know where Fish are going to go. So many questions.
Yeah, it's true. That's the thing, right? There's a lot on the line for either side as well in this round. There's a lot on stake, so decision making is going to be kind of rash towards this late round. Now, this is the thing. They'll spot out this one player here, and Roma getting the frag. This is devastating for exceL now. As the push comes in towards the B-bomb site, they're going to be second-guessing themselves. You can see that reposition effect. Mole, though, luckily does a lot of work. Finding that frag towards T-Sac is huge. Roma with the trade back on towards Jess, though, just leaving Red Snake on the site with the 5-7. 10 seconds left on the clock. They cannot plant the bomb now.
It is done. It is dusted. Fish123 forced into just another round of play. They weren't able to close this one down. exceL with pistols having the most of their impact. 5-7's doing the work close range.
Yeah, Red Snake being able to find those frags towards B, that is just the game-changing factor. That's the thing. That could have been their round at that point. It looked good. Roma was doing a great job of keeping them distracted. They're getting the numbers thin. But time was not in their favour.
Not in their favour. Not something that's all positive at all. Now in this 27th round, we are getting what could be a still very merry end, but exceL, they do have a lot more to play with in this one in comparison to Fish, just Tech 9s, but can't write them off. They are still well met with AK-47s as well, so pretty solid semi-bite. With a close range shot. Well, Smooth is going to punish him with the rifle though, but 6 HP, a small amount.
Yeah, not too bad as that frag comes through. Fish as well going to be very unhappy off the back of that. They're going to try and respond quickly. T-Sac gets the opener, but they're not going to clear the angle as it seems as they walk their way in. If they don't, Fasher can backstab so easily. They're not checking it. He's able to rain down from above. Good damage done, but T-Sac with such a sick headshot. Eliminate him, leaving him in a 3 versus 3. This is going to get awkward now for exceL.
They have so much to achieve. Limited time. That bomb is not going to stop ticking. They got to go. Have 2 kits, Red Snake and Mole, the 2 players to be wielding them. Jess with the scout was looking to find such a quick tag. He's going for the wallbangs, trying to clear out angles, trying to force a peek from Fish. They don't have it. Roma is just going to sit tight and sandwich, gets a headshot on towards Red Snake. Mole now realizing, okay, where do I go from this? What do I do here? Close aggression again from Roma. He can end this round single-handed. Roma's going to finally respond, but I don't see this. This is the end.
It has been shut down. That will be a 16-11 scoreline. Fish123 being able to close it out towards the end. The battle of the mixers, it seems, going the whole looking good, but Fish in the end just proving a little bit too fishy.